Hey, this is Darren LaCroix with your speech opening. Some wisdom that I learned over the years from being a professional speaker to help you with your speech. Now, whether you're giving a corporate presentation or at a convention or a conference, this is so important. Your opening, those are the first words out of your mouth, and whether it's right or whether it's wrong, people are going to judge you based on your opening. So that's why it's so crucial, those first 60 seconds, how you begin your speech. And first two don'ts. Number one, good morning. What an honor it is to be here with you. Wow! Shut up! That's a Boston term, by the way. That's so boring. Don't give those platitudes. Hey, if you want to say good morning, it's okay, but you do it after your opening, between your opening and the body of your speech. But don't say good morning and don't use a joke. Many people in the speaking world had that wisdom that always start with a joke. No! What if it doesn't work? So how can you open? In this video, you're going to get 2 opening lines and 1 technique that you can use to fit into your speech. So there's many different opening lines and there's many great opening techniques, but I want to give you a couple that you can use. So number 1, imagine. Imagine. You know, it seems so simple, but what it does in the audience's brain is it sets them up for listening. It actually sets them into a setting or a story so they can picture it. So when you say imagine, your audience goes to the place that you ask them to, even if they don't want to, even if they're being skeptical. But imagine is such a great opener. So for example, in one of my speeches, when I'm teaching other speakers about better speaking, I say, imagine you're competing in the Toastmasters World Championship of Public Speaking. You've competed for 6 months against 25,000 contestants. It's Saturday morning. You walk into the meeting room and you look out and you see 2,000 chairs. You can smell the coffee brewing in the back of the meeting room. You can feel the tension in the air. Okay? So, but it's set up by the word imagine. So based on your presentation and what you're trying to get across as your premise or your point, what could they imagine? Maybe if it's a corporate presentation, and you're talking about 401k plans, you want them to imagine it's retirement. It's finally time, you've done your time, and you're walking out for that first day. And you're thinking about how much money is in your account. That will be based on how much fun and freedom that you'll have for the rest of your life. Imagine. See, it still starts with imagine. So we want to find a scenario where the person sees them in the place where we want them, based on the thinking. So imagine is a powerful opening. Another one is, I love your theme. I love your theme. Now this is assuming that you're at a convention or a conference where there's a conference theme. So whatever their theme is, if you immediately bring attention to that, but then you have to give us an actual real reason why. You have to justify it with a logical why and how that ties in to your presentation. For example, if we have being best, being the best, or better than last year, or beyond success. If it's beyond success, you would start off, I love your theme. Beyond success. The reason I love your theme is because if it wasn't for my mentors, my success would have been at a whole different level than it was. You see, my mentors brought me beyond success. So that's just a quick example off the top of my head, but your literal first words would be, I love your theme. Restate the theme, but then you must give an exact reason why you love it. And it's got to be sincere. It has to be logical and it has to be from the heart or from integrity. So those are 2 opening lines. Imagine and I love your theme. Now let me give you an opening technique. Sometimes when I'm teaching other presenters, one of the challenges is when they're starting to get paid to speak, they have a challenge with product or selling product in the back of the room. So they have a stigma that they want to be, let's say, not perceived as a product hawker or a salesperson. They're a speaker. They're enjoying and giving content. They don't want to be perceived as a salesperson hawking product. So opening technique could be read a letter. Read a letter. Just starting out your speech. This is a letter from one of my customers. I blew it up so I could read it. It said, I just thought I would thank you for Get Paid to Speak tips. As an owner of Get Paid to Speak by next week, these have been excellent material. Excellent extra material. I'm sure there is some material that will be covered in both programs, but I wanted you to know that I'm glad you included it. Somewhere, someday, sometime, I will personally thank you for pushing your product. I really don't know anyone, any speaker that could have busted through my monster, my brick wall, my over 30 years of frustration that you have done for me. The dust is still settling. However, things are getting better. Regards, Dwayne. Dwayne is one of my customers. So starting off a presentation, showing the results that you can help people get. Now this will help get people over the stigma of selling product in the back of the room, if that's my audience and that's the challenge. So if there's a customer letter that you can read, or a client letter, or someone who's thanking you, or something to that effect, a letter from your children. I know Craig Valentine uses a letter from his daughter. So that is a great opening technique. So opening lines, opening techniques. I hope this has given you some help giving and creating your speech opening. If you'd like to get the full 25 techniques and the 24 opening lines that we teach and how to use them specifically, just check out Create Your Keynote by next week.